Welcome back, everyone, to 191 Media. I'm Matt.
And I'm Micah.
And today we're going to be listening to the drum and bass song Air I Breathe by Sub Focus and Wilkinson.
Hey, Peter. God dang it, Bobby.
The singers on these songs are really good.
Yeah, she sounds good. It's just a singer they hire.
Exactly. It's funny, they didn't mention her name in this at all. Usually they say, like, the singer as well.
Maybe just a friend or something.
Who knows? I didn't look it up. We need to get a better sound system for this place, man. Feel the bass. This must be the outro.
Yeah, this sounds good.
Bit of a long outro, hey? What can we do against such reckless hate?
Ride out. For death and glory? All right, Matt, so you have a little bit of a history with Sub Focus and Wilkinson. Can you tell us your initial thoughts on this song?
Yeah, we have a little bit of history. We used to go for beers back in the day. It's
Sub Focus?
No, I'm just kidding. I've been listening to Sub Focus for, I want to say, maybe almost 10 years now. So that, his music and as well the artist Wilkinson, him not as long, but I want to say almost 10 years too. But yeah, drum bass music, I love this kind of music. And Sub Focus's style, I'm really into that. Like, I really like the melodic vocals. I really like how it builds up to it's not a heavy, I guess, drop and song, but the vocals mixed with the drums and the bass, it sounds really good together, and I do really like that kind of song. it really resonates with me. So I really love that song. Yeah. What did you think of it?
Yeah, the whole time I was listening to it, I was like, okay, this is just like, seems like a very chill song. We don't have the best speakers in here, so we weren't maybe able to listen to it fully, but I thought it was like nice and chill, but very melodic at the same time. I really like how they incorporated the female vocals in it too. It seems like that's kind of maybe a genre staple too.
A little bit. I think it's just electronic music in general. They have a lot of female vocals on it because, to be honest, when you hear like singing, like female voices usually sound a lot better than the male voices, just from a listening perspective. So I would say yes, it's almost a stereotypical electronic scene thing, but there are some male voices that do sound good, but I think it worked for the song really well. So have you listened to songs like this, like drum and bass music? Have you listened to stuff like this before?
Matt's shown me a few of these artists, but I can't say I've listened to a song like that before. The only thing that's maybe comparable to me is like maybe RL Grime, kind of, but he's not really drum and bass, right?
No, yeah. He's made some songs that have those elements to it, but yeah, he's a lot different than that. He makes like kind of feature bass, trap, like heavy sounding music, right?
I'm more of a rookie when it comes to drum and bass for sure, but if that's kind of an indication of what drum and bass sounds like for that song, Air I Breathe, like I would definitely listen to a song like that again. So have you listened to songs like this before, Matt?
Oh yes, thousands, I think. The drum and bass music, I don't know why, but it just sounds so good to me. And a lot of people actually hate drum and bass music. I don't know why. It's, I guess, personal taste. It's, I guess, a niche kind of music, but to me, it's one of my top genres of music I listen to. And if you check my phone or playlists, whatever, like I have hundreds upon hundreds of drum and bass songs. So definitely heard a lot of drum and bass songs. This is definitely top Sub Focus quality, and I do like this song a lot.
I guess like what about this particular song like really made you like it then?
You know, the vocals mixed with I did listen to the song actually through headphones before this, so I kind of cheated, but the bass mixed with the drums and the vocals sound really melodic, and I really like that, how it's not super heavy hitting. It's more like, it's kind of peaceful, like you said. You could almost like study to this music if you wanted to. So I really like, I think I've said it before in other videos we've done, but I really like when there's like lows, like bass per se, with the high parts, like melodic vocals. That's really what I like for songs.
Yeah, just makes you happy.
Yeah, exactly. It makes you feel good, right?
So how does this compare to other Sub Focus and Wilkinson songs, Matt?
So it does sound like the signature sound that they have. It's two separate guys, Sub Focus and Wilkinson. Essentially, this song is off their new album called Portals, which they both did entirely together. And this song does sound like, you know, the signature style of Sub Focus more so than Wilkinson, but I can definitely hear the duo together. So it does sound really similar to some of their other songs, like the way it's kind of structured, like female vocals, melodic intro, kind of a lighter, I guess, chorus part where it's like just relaxing, right? It's nice. So it's definitely their style. So I did like it because of that. If you were looking for something different, or kind of for them to kind of progress in their art maybe and moves a different direction, this would not be a good song to look at for them. But if you like their signature style, I'd say this would be a song to listen to, and I do recommend it.
So have you seen Sub Focus and Wilkinson live? I think you mentioned before you'd seen them at festivals.
Yeah, I've seen, I think, Sub Focus a few times now, Wilkinson once. They put on great live shows. Like, it's strange the way that live music hits you different than recorded songs like this, because the DJs, they mix them so differently than just listening to a single song at home. So I think my favorite experience was seeing actually Sub Focus in 2016 at this music festival called Shambhala, it's in British Columbia in Canada. It was so much fun, and just seeing like the crowd hyped up, no one's standing still. It's just one of those sets you go to, and people, like, everyone's into it, right? Like, you just feel the energy of the crowd. It makes you go more into it. So really enjoy seeing this kind of artist live. For yourself, would you say this kind of music, I know you've been to a few shows with me for drum and bass music and other electronic music. Do you think it's somewhat comparable to maybe rock or metal, like the crowd wise in some ways, or?
I think the drum and bass shows were more lively than metal shows for sure. I think there's more people maybe that go to those types of shows that are just maybe into the music. But yeah, I think at like EDM, drum and bass type shows, people are like more into the music. They're like jumping around, or they're in the mosh pit, or they're running around like super into the music. And a lot of people at metal shows are kind of just standing around type thing. So
I'd say the smaller metal shows though, people are definitely, they're super into it.
At bigger metal shows, I think people are more so like stand around type thing, but but yeah, like at smaller shows, like 200, 300 people, like everyone's into the music. I think smaller shows though, people are more into the music because there's less people there. Whereas like if you see a band and there's like 2,000 people there, or you go to a show like there's 10,000 people there, there's probably a lot of people that just don't want to be there, or they might be there because their girlfriend or boyfriend forced them to go or something.
Yeah. Now that we've talked about this song and listened to it, did you have any final comments on the song at all?
I'd love to listen to anything that these two artists have done before, because I feel like if that's any indication of what they've done, it's probably like more of a chill style music and just something that I feel like I could get into. And as you mentioned before, like headphones are probably the best for listening to this style of music too. So I'd love to listen to more of it.
Yeah, headphones are a big sound system, with proper subwoofers, because the genre of music, the name implies drum and bass. The bass is a huge portion to it. That's almost half the song, hearing how they manipulate the bass and the different frequencies. So without a proper subwoofer, you're kind of missing half the song in a sense.
That was another music reaction to the song Air I Breathe by Sub Focus and Wilkinson. I'm Micah.
And I'm Matt. And if you had just a second, if you could like, comment, and subscribe, we'd really appreciate it, and it would really help us out.